In today's video, I will be painting Uma Sorenson from the Infinity Defiance board game. Uma is one of the four main heroes of the Infinity Defiance game. She's the light firearms expert with abilities in camouflage and dual-wielding weapons effectively. Born on the frozen planet Svalheim, she grew up with her father and sister trained in combat from a young age. She had a prestigious military career, and after her sister went MIA after a combined army attack, she looked for every opportunity to fight back at the alien menace. This has led her to become a member of the elite team crewing the Defiance, ready to take the fight to the Shasvasti. I got started by painting Uma's face, but I was not paying attention to where my camera was, so I won't be showing you how I did it. The shame of my camera awareness, or lack thereof, is quite, well, shameful. Just know that this was the result of my work, and I was fairly happy with the placement of the eyes, except for the fact that I had missed a mold line that ran down the side of her face going through her right eye. Oh well. With the heroes, I wanted to match the artwork as closely as I could, so I began with painting the white of her armor. I always talk about how difficult white can be to paint because it's really difficult. Just painting using white and shades of grey tends to leave a bland effect, as there is literally no colour, so to paint white I strongly recommend painting with colour. Sounds counterintuitive, I know, but trust me, your white will read so much better. The white of Uma's armor has a cold, clean look, so mixing blue into the white is a really good choice for giving the white that almost clinical, clean texture. I began by painting in all the areas a dark grey blue, with the next layer being lighter. I also had to paint in the shallow red lights on her armor, as trying to do these later might result in me making errors on the finished armor. I continued to layer paints as I reached a light grey blue and finally a white. The fatigues that go under Uma's armor read as black in the artwork, but again, painting purely in black is not going to give any depth to them. I was also concerned that the lack of colour will have Uma looking very bland, so moving away from the artwork a little bit here, I decided to have them get a green tinge to the highlight. I wanted to be very subtle, so after painting the fatigues black, I mixed a little green with the black on my palette and used this very dark green for my first highlight. Mixing just a little bit more green, but still keeping it very dark, I painted the next highlight and the fatigues were done. Time to work on the blue of the armor. The process is very similar to the white. I just began with a dark blue and gradually layered lighter and lighter shades until it was complete. I must say, looking at it now as I edit the video, I think this was the area I disliked the most about my painting of the model. My shadows are not dark enough, and so the contrast between the blue shadows and highlights is not big enough. I took some time to continue touching up and improving my work across the model before attempting any of the smaller detail work. Once ready, I got to work on the metallic areas, including small areas of Uma's armor and her submachine guns. I kept these a simple grayscale NMM. Earlier I had said to avoid painting without colour, as it seems to be a bit of a bad idea, and I think I was realising this and had to take a break from the NMM and paint her hair. In the artwork, Uma has reddish brown hair, so I began with a brown base and then mixed more and more red into the brown for progressive highlights. But rather than pushing too far with red, for the shine of her hair I mixed a little white to create a pale highlight. I feel this gave her hair a nice chestnut brown colour that I was pretty happy with. With that finished, I was ready to come back and continue painting the grey. I finished up the submachine guns, but felt the model's colour had leaned too heavily toward cool colours. So to add a touch of warmth, I glazed the ends of the gun with orange browns. It was a small touch, but it's surprising how these small touches could improve a model's aesthetics so much. The model was ready for basing, and then, well, it was complete. So here is the finished Uma Sorenson. It was a much faster paint scheme with fewer steps than my last painting of Qian Gao, but I was very happy with the results I have made in such a short time. The funky mold line across the face is a shame for sure, but it is still a model I am proud to put on the table. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you did enjoy the video, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and maybe even watch one of the videos you can see YouTube recommending you on the screen right now, and hope to catch you for the next video. Ciao! Svalheim. The Norwegian named planet.